Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today I want to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and I want to talk about a path to victory that he can choose to win the 2024 U.S. presidential race. And I think this would be a strong path to victory. So first of all, what I'm about to tell you, and I'm going to bury the lead on this one, you're going to have to wait for it. Usually I explain what I talk about at the beginning, but this is so unusual. You just got to have a little bit of patience. Let's go on a journey together. Thank you for your patience. All right. Oh, and I guess you, yeah, okay. We'll get there. We'll get there. All right. So basically, I think what you have to understand about the current U.S. presidential race is that the entire presidential race has boiled down to Donald Trump. He is an unprecedented leader who really what he did was absolutely usurped an entire party. Right there currently is no Republican Party. There's just a Trump Party. Okay, and when he no longer has control, and there's a few events that could make that be the case, which may occur. From his age, we have to talk about it. An 80-year-old president. We're in the middle of that experiment right now, and we know the end of it. Here's the end of it: McConnell, Sanders, Bader Ginsburg. Period. That's the end of it. That's the only way it ends, right? He's going to get one of those three, right? So this is a failed experiment, right? All right. How did he win, though? How did Donald Trump win? He shocked the nation. First of all, he absolutely, virtually destroyed Hillary Clinton in the debates. I think that's really how he won. He came out swinging and said, listen, you guys, everybody laughed when we were, the good senator from Tennessee, I will yield my 5 minutes. And he was like, that's all gone. And everybody thought that civility, that they didn't want it until it was stripped away, right? But he did. He shocked everyone. He shocked the world, right? And he perfectly timed his target, right? Because Hillary Clinton was the best possible target. The Democrats deserve to lose because they picked the most unlikable person. And the reason why is she was horribly unlikable because when it came to people who were not incredibly liberal, she did not respect them. She did not value them. She did not give them any deference, tolerance, or kindness, right? So she was extremely unlikable. And he absolutely, virtually destroyed her and it was shocking, right? And I'm convinced you cannot win the U.S. presidency without shocking someone now. And you're like, wait a second, what about President Biden, right? And so, first of all, I do think President Biden is an edge case. I think our first black president had so much goodwill, and America was so proud of what it had done, defeating its harshest problems from the past to come together in harmony, that the goodwill of Obama was combined with the absolute monopoly coverage and support from the media for Joe Biden, right? But that is gone for Democrats. The Democrats have absolutely burned the American infrastructure to the ground, and I'm talking the economic infrastructure. They made it so that Americans can't. They have literally destroyed the American dream. You cannot buy a house and 2 cars now. Period. And I think everybody in the country is like, oh yeah, President Joseph Biden was the one who stabbed the American dream in the heart, right? So how do you shock people, right? Well, there is a way for Vivek Ramaswamy to shock people. You want to hear it? Okay, here we go. He needs the endorsement of Meghan Markle. What? The girl from Suits? Yes. Yeah, the girl from Suits. Why are we talking about Suits? Because Suits just broke every record in the book. That show is over 10 years old, right? And when they put it on Netflix, it broke every single streaming record for a show that was over a decade old being put onto a new streaming service. It is the streaming show of the year. Everybody is watching it, and they're watching every episode. How and why? American celebrity. It is the most powerful force in the world. What did Meghan Markle do with it? One, she made herself famous to begin with. Then she multiplied her fame a decade after she had earned it. right? And why would it be shocking to get her endorsement? Because if you got her endorsement, she could start talking, and Vivek Ramaswamy could start talking about an American king on the English throne. Archie is a red, white, and blue, bald, eagle-blooded American, and he is on the direct path to be king of England, right? And you're like, Scott, that's unusual. Why would he talk about it? Because it will shock people, right? Why would he go down this road? Because Meghan Markle, in my opinion, would be willing to do it. She is a woman who is incredibly directly interested in power, and she has literally achieved the dream of virtually half the women, not in America, but all over the world, right? Commoner become queen, right? That's her track, right? Like she literally made fantasy into reality, right? And Vivek can talk about doing it again, right? America needs to expand, right? How can we expand? Through noble expansion, literally becoming nobles of the most lauded country in the world besides America, right? So if he gets her endorsement and she goes with him, right, she can, like, it happens all the time, politicians trot out their family to tell people, this is power, this is where we're heading, this is dynasty, right? And Vivek can connect himself to literally the American who is in direct track to be the first American king on the English throne, right? Power, dynasty, legacy, celebrity, shock. That's the path. That is the path. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion. When you get in the comments and send your traffic, please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.